bed yet. This was fun.
Man, you think your mom will gonna like it?
Oh, Mom is gonna love this gift. But we better clean up. She hates when I leave out my art supplies.
Well, you know what? I don't want to make Miss Heather mad for Christmas, man. She may give me some coal or something. We better clean this stuff up.
Oh, she'll be fine when she gets her gift.
Hey guys!
Hey, what's up?
Are you working on an art project?
Yeah, man, we're making a gift for you.
For me? Oh, that's so nice.
Do you want to open it?
Right now?
Yeah.
Can I open it early?
Yeah, man, we want you to have it right now.
Oh, well, I mean, if you insist, I'll open it now. So you guys made all this all by yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, even the bow? Wow, Zeke, did you make this bow?
Well, I might have had a little help because, you know, I got these little fuzzy hands and they're kind of hard to tie with.
Well, I can't wait to see what's in here. Oh my goodness! Did you make this all by yourself? Okay, I need to clear off the little space here. This is so neat. I see Reuben, Simeon, Levi. Oh my goodness, here's Rachel and Leah. There's Judah. And here's Jacob. These are all the children of Jacob, aren't they?
Well, we thought you could use it when you teach the kids in your Sunday school class.
See, here's Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, Joseph, Benjamin. These are the sons of Jacob.
That's what I see.
This is the nicest gift ever. I love it so much. And is this like the promised land? The box? How nice. I love it.
Yeah, did you see how Joseph has a special coat? I made that one.
You did? Wow, Zeke. I think that might be my favorite one. You know, these remind me of the little people we made during quarantine days. Remember that, Hope?
Yeah, that's when we met Zeke.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's when y'all got me out of that little black box.
Yes, I remember that box.
Man,
well,
it's dark in there too.
hey, Zeke,
What?
you want to learn another song?
Yeah, let's learn it.
Okay, you know that song Hope just said?
Yep.
There's a second verse. You want to know it?
Yeah, let's sing it.
Well, let's do. It goes like this. Joseph was the one he loved the most, gave him a coat of which he did boast. Then his brothers wanted him gone. These are the sons of Jacob.
Man, I'm confused. I thought parents loved all their kids the same.
That's just rude.
Well, you're right, and I totally agree with you. Parents should love their kids exactly the same. But the Bible tells us that Jacob treated Joseph different from all the other brothers. And so I don't really know why, but I think maybe it's because, remember Jacob, he had a twin brother named Esau? Well, remember their parents treated them differently. Remember that?
Well, what do you mean?
I remember the dad liked Esau better and the mother liked Jacob better.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Bible tells us. You see, Joseph, he was kind of like a tattletale. All his brothers would be doing something and he would come over here to his daddy and tell on his brothers. They didn't like that.
Well, is that why his brothers want him gone?
Actually, Zeke, there's more to the story than that. More than just his coat.
Yeah, the coat of many colors, right?
That's exactly right. So there was this very special coat, and it probably cost a lot of money. It's something you would only wear like on special occasions, but Joseph, he wore it like all the time, every day.
Man, I bet his brothers hated that coat.
Didn't he also tell them about his dreams?
Oh yeah, there were dreams.
His dreams? Man, what's that mean?
Well, see, God, he had a very special plan for Joseph. And one of the talents that Joseph had to do with dreams. And see, God would occasionally send Joseph a special dream, and he also gave Joseph the ability to interpret the meaning of those dreams.
Man, I have some weird dreams sometimes when I eat a lot of candy.
Me too.
Yes, I know. Well, Joseph's dreams, he would go tell his brothers all about it, and it would make his brothers so mad. He would tell him that one day you guys are all going to bow down to me.
Well, what does that mean? His brothers bow down to him.
I think it's like they're worshiping him.
Yes, you're exactly right. And the brothers were sick of him. And do you know what they did? They sold him as a slave.
What? But they stole his brothers, man. No way.
What did they tell their dad?
Well, I tell you what they did. Imagine this is that coat that Joseph had on, so we'll just pretend this is Joseph. So they took the coat off of him and they ripped it up into tiny pieces, and then there's more to the story. They dipped it into the blood of a goat and they took it back to their dad and said, "We found this. Joseph must have been eaten by a wild animal."
Man, no way. This is crazy.
That's disgusting. I hate blood. And who would do that?
Well, you're right. It is pretty crazy, but the story, it gets a lot crazier from here.
Oh no.
How much crazier can you get?
Wait a minute. Isn't this our Advent lesson? Can't we get our candy?
Yes, it is. How about you guys go ahead and open up your Advent.
I love candy.
I'm gonna open the number 8.
Have you guys opened the number 8 yet on your Advent candy? Well, so let's go ahead and do that, okay? We kind of got a little ahead of ourselves. So, Zeke,
What?
let me take this hope so he doesn't eat your candy. Zeke.
I love me some candy.
Well, don't eat hopes. So let's review, all right? So let me hear something about Joseph. Where'd you go? Joseph, he was the son of who?
Jacob.
Jacob, that's right. And then Jacob, he's the son of...
Isaac.
Very good.
And Isaac is the son of Abraham. We got it. Shouldn't we move on?
Okay, yes. So here, God had promised Abraham that he was going to give him this special land. Do y'all remember that?
Right. That was when he lived in the land of Burr.
Zeke, I know it's getting cold outside, but it's
Yes. No, it's not Burr.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. The real reason that Joseph ended up being sold into slavery was because God had a special plan.
How can something so terrible be part of God's plan?
Well, Zeke, there's a lot of things in life. We don't understand these things, but God knows. He knows what he's doing.
Didn't they take him to Egypt to work for the Pharaoh?
Pharaoh.
That's right.
What's a Play-Doh?
Pharaoh. It's
What's that?
Pharaoh. It's like a king.
That's right. See, first Joseph, he was sold to a man named Potiphar. Then Potiphar's wife, she was not very nice, and she told a lie that got Joseph in trouble, and he ended up having to go to jail. So then, while he was in jail, he was interpreting some people's dreams, and years later, the Pharaoh, he had some crazy dreams, and he needed someone to interpret it.
Is that how he ended up working for the Play-Doh?
Pharaoh.
Oh, Pharaoh? Is that how he ended up working for the Pharaoh?
I remember the story. It was a dream that Pharaoh had, and it meant that there was going to be a famine.
Yes, that's right. See, Joseph, he was able to warn the Pharaoh that in 7 years there was going to be a famine, and it was going to last for 7 years.
Hey, wait a minute. What's famine?
That's when there's no food to eat.
That's
Man,
exactly
that ain't no good.
right. No, it's not good at all.
I'll be hungry.
Everybody was hungry. You see, God sent Joseph to the Pharaoh so that he could be in a powerful position. Then, when Joseph's family, they ran out of food, they could come to Egypt to get food.
Wait a minute. Jacob thought Joseph was dead.
That's right.
So, what happened when he found out what his sons had done?
I bet that they were in big trouble.
Well,
Major.
I would think so too, but actually, the Bible never tells us what happened, so we don't really know. It does tell us that Jacob ended up moving the entire family to Egypt. And guess how many of them there were when they moved there?
Well, if he had 12 other kids and they all had one kid, then that'd be like 24.
But they also had gotten married. So 12 plus 24 equals 36.
That's right. It does equal 36. But it's more than that. There were actually 70 people in the family that moved to Egypt. And the Pharaoh, he took really good care of all of them because he loved Joseph so much. But by the end of Genesis, things had changed.
Whoa, wait, what changed?
Did Joseph punish his brothers?
No, actually, they were afraid that he might do that. But he told them, you thought evil against me, but God, he meant it for good. And the book of Genesis ends as Joseph, he dies. And his children and his brother's children, they had a really good life for a long time. And they had lots of grandchildren. But they always wanted to go back home to the promised land.
And let me guess, this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow.
You guessed it. That's our lesson for tomorrow. But for today, I think we should tell everybody goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching this Christmas adventure as we study the true meaning of Christmas. Over 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ came to this earth as a baby. He lived here for 33 years. He lived a perfect life. He gave his life on the cross of Calvary so we could be saved. 3 days later, he arose from the grave. He remained on this earth for 40 days before he went back into heaven. As he left in a cloud, angels told his disciples Jesus would return to earth one day. This season, as you look forward to celebrating Christmas, pay attention to the feeling of anticipation you feel. Remember the promise, he is coming again. This time he will not come as a baby, but as a king. May the feeling of joy and anticipation of his second coming be even greater than Christmas. The King is coming.